Do you know how stupid, flat out ridiculous those glasses look?
Next question.
That wasn't a question. We're here in defense of Ken, as you and I would call him, Ken Tamp-Dog.
Tamplin.
Tamp-Doggy. Do we usually refer to him as Tamp-Dog or Tamp-Doggy?
I think Tamp-Dog. I mean,
yeah.
But anyway.
Maybe we should just start. I think we should start referring to him maybe as the dog.
Well, yeah, I mean, that starts to feel like pretty heavy company to try to, create your own niche in.
There's a lot of dogs. There's a lot of pretty successful dogs out there. So I think before this all starts, we should be clear that neither of us are Ken Tamplin fanboys, students.
Yeah.
Well, we actually both paid for his course.
Right. Yeah.
So we both paid for his course. I have taken vocal lessons. I've been working on improving my singing for 2 years with the goal of singing convincing C5s and D5s. So going on 2 years, I've taken lessons from Eli Princeton.
Is my name gonna end up on this video so that everybody can see it, or can you erase that with your magic stuff?
No, I think your name's going to be on there.
Okay.
What are you going to say? Things that are negative for?
No, like I'm going to be minding my P's and Q's though. Now that I know it's.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta stand behind what you say. So I've taken lessons from Eli Princeton. I've taken lessons from Alex Kariotis. I've taken lessons from Keegan from Bohemian Studios, and I've purchased the Ken Tamplin video. And then I think we both listen to Chris Lipe a lot. And then there's the other handful of...
I've spent a lifetime in the school of rock and roll.
And I would say, of all those 4 or 5 people that I just mentioned there, Ken Tamplin has been the least effective for me as a student. You can't get a hold of him. He started the process because he was famous.
In fairness to him, it was also at the start of your journey as a rock singer, besides just what we did as kids, which is just screaming your ass off as hard as you could and blowing your voice out and but in our old school way.
Yeah, they call that chest voice.
Turns out
this hard on you as you sit and drink your whiskey, whatever.
You gotta loosen the vocal cords. They gotta be loosened up.
So Ken was the least effective for me or both of us probably. You can't get a hold of him because his organization is so big. So it's not like either of us are fanboys saying, run out and spend your money on Ken Tamplin. By the way, Eli Princeton, highly recommended. Alex Kariotis, highly recommended. Keegan from Bohemian, expensive, but incredible knowledge of physiology. And all 3 of those guys are I would recommend all 3 of them. Ken Tamplin, I don't think I would recommend just because you're on your own once you get it, in my opinion. But back to
he's a victim of his own success.
Maybe. But the internet is absolutely shit canning him. They are slamming him.
It's funny
because he's not saying he's not a good singer, and he's lip syncing and not a good singer. And so I wanted
total bullshit.
I wanted to come out here and say, people that are saying that as a singing community, I think we have a reputation as being diva bitches, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Ken Tamplin is a very good singer, and I actually have. I'm going to share my screen.
He's a great singer.
Yeah, he's a great singer.
Very, very, very few people can sing like Ken Tamplin.
Yeah, Ken Tamplin. So I'm going to.
Is an elite singer.
I'm going to do my screen share here. Can you see that, Lance, or not?
Now you're supposed to be the IT guy.
Yeah, well, how is that looking? Can you see it now?
Yes, I can.
All right. Here's a little bit of Ken Tamplin.
But you got to run the thingy over there and press play, buddy.
What?
So you got to press play on the video there?
You can't hear that?
No.
Man, things were going so well, too.
Son of a biscuit.
Yeah, son of a biscuit. Ken Tamplin was singing, and he was doing some damn fine singing, is what you're going to get from that, unfortunately.
Because we screwed this up, we'll attach a link of him singing a song or two that are very impressive, and he has a bunch of them that are very, it's one take. He's doing these tunes, and some of these tunes are super hard tunes, and he's doing it in one take. Almost, has he ever done a video where he melodized something or recorded it and put it out? I don't know. That's possible, but what I can tell you is that
I'm gonna
over
guess
the
that he
years,
does. I'm gonna guess that he does, but so do I. So does
yeah, I mean,
yes.
I do. When I do, I mean, I use
Welcome,
Melodyne.
welcome to
It's cool.
yeah, welcome to
2024.
2024.
People are using Melodyne. You know, what's
So
really cool about it is it makes you sound perfect or close
yeah.
enough you can stand yourself.
Well, I also think that part of that is he's coming out with content. As a singer in today's world, we don't have a year to record an album. We get very limited time, and it's the time money equation. And we have to get in there, sing the best takes we can sing, and then use technology to make that sound like you spent a week
Well,
recording it if necessary.
and you
We're
know what? And it's something that has not been said enough for those of us who went from recording on analog. I mean, we had a little one of the 1-inch Tascam MS-16s in our mom's basement in 1991 maybe, 1-inch 16 track with the Yamaha board, doing all analog recording, and it's come a long, long ways from where that was, but you know, to put the kind of takes down that Ken Tamplin does, I mean, it's impressive.
yeah. So when I was looking online, we've gotten kind of a kick over the last probably 2 weeks. I send you videos of all the different people that are
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah, yeah.
trashing Kent Tamplin, and it's turned into a internet-wide affair where it's just super popular to bash Ken Tamplin, saying he's a lip syncer and he's a poser. He's not. He's a great singer, and he deserves. You don't have to like him. You don't have. I guess you don't even have to respect him, but he is a high-end singer, whether you like it or not. Hey, that's
Well,
just that's just the facts.
yeah, no, I think that it's pretty hard to deny when you listen to some of the songs he's singing and, the fact that they're a single take, a lot of them, and you can tell they are. I mean, it sure sounds like it to me anyway. They're pretty awesome. I mean, they're not perfect, but you know what? For a single take, pretty damn impressive.
Well, what's cool about him is he's doing a wide range. What I was going to show, which I can't get the audio to come out, unfortunately. But he's doing a Michael Jackson song, then he's doing a Paul Rogers song, then he was doing an Axl Rose song, then he was doing a Robert Plant song. So he really is. He is
Super versatile.
He even did a George Michael song, which isn't as hard technically to sing, obviously, but it's.
Well, I think that, George Michael has a ton of soul. There's not a lot of rock singers that have as good a soul as George Michael. I mean,
George Michael, I'm not saying George Michael's not a great singer. He is. What I'm saying is that's one guy taking on all that
that's what I mean. Yeah,
is, that's impressive. And I certainly respect what he's doing there. And
if you
I
go
think
and you
it's,
listen to his channel and you listen to the songs he's tackled, I don't know how you can possibly talk about him like I mean, I saw one of the videos, the falsetto boy or falsetto king, and I was like, I mean, he's singing like a D or something. I mean, does it sound is there falsetto in it? It's a D. It's a D above middle C, right? I mean, it's
a D5.
high,
Yeah. It's a D5. Yeah.
as you say in the biz. You know, nobody sings
We should
those,
tell people
maybe
tell
Pavarotti.
people, yeah, we should tell people you're in full disclosure, you're a bass player, so you don't really know things like what a D5 is versus a D4. That wouldn't be your, bass players and drummers. That's a good one. What's with the Montreal Canadiens shirt tonight?
You know what? It was clean.
Just
Yeah, it was
that was
clean.
your
Yeah, I hopped out of the shower and smelled it and thought, that's a pretty clean smelling shirt. I think I'll wear that.
okay.
So here I am.
If you have to pick your top vocal coach, or who you think the best singer, not the best instructor is, but the best singer on the internet for vocal coaches, who's your favorite?
I think that of the guys I know, and there are some, I mean, all of those guys that you mentioned are incredible singers, right? They're great. Those guys are, you know, they have good tone, they have incredible range, they all have good vibrato. I mean, except for Lipe, which he isn't even trying to do that. He's trying to do the new guy stuff, which is kind of screamo and in a different style of, some of this dates us. I mean, and it dates Tamplin too, right? Because our generation isn't necessarily looking at some of that other stuff and saying, we weren't ever aspiring to that sort of vocal because when you're from an era with Steve Perry and Don Henley and Ronnie Dio and David Coverdale and, and Joel Turner, and the list kind of goes on. It's pretty hard to, you don't end up listening to guys like the guy from Tool and that stuff, right? I mean, they're just not as good a singer. So I would say that
you just got us lumped in with old people now, and we're gonna get all kinds of nasty. The young singers are gonna go diva bitch on you, and they're gonna be.
Tamplin's my favorite singer of the group. He's got good tone. He's got a really good vibrato. Tamplin is.
Okay.
Yep, Tamplin. And I love Eli as a vocalist. I don't know the other two guys, but there's some Greek guy out in California who's a vocal coach who I subscribe to. I didn't take the course because I'm cheap, and he's an incredible singer. And I think he's a great rock singer too. There's a bunch of those guys out there.
Is his name Greek guy? Is that what he goes by? Is Greek guy?
I think it's Greek guy.
That's not what it is. You sound like a small town central of the country guy when you say things like that.
I mean, I meant no offense.
Yes. Right.
Anyway,
in summary,
how long are we into this thing right now? 13 minutes. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite singer? Not who's your favorite vocal coach? Who's your favorite singer of the vocal?
I like them all for different reasons. It's kind of like I can't,
I dig that too.
because there's, it's hard to compare like an Alex Kariotis, who's an incredible opera singer who can also sing rock, to an Eli who's really got his own. He's a metal singer. He that's what he does. Is he's a metal singer. He sounds like himself, and then Keegan, I'd say, is probably more like that too, where he's a rock singer. So they're all different, but they're all great singers. They're people that have dedicated their lives to becoming as good as they can possibly be at singing. And Ken Tamplin is the exact same way. He's dedicated his life to becoming as good as he could possibly be, and it shows up for all those guys. And so
stop. What was the thing with Stop Something Britney? Stop doing something to Britney. It was a popular meme or something.
Yeah, you're expecting me to know about Stop Something to Britney Spears? Is that what you're...
Something Tampy. Stop something Tampy dog.
Stop something to the T-Dog. Are you checking?
I'm checking the proper Stop Shaming Britney. Is that what it...
Stop Shaming Tamp Dog. All right, I'm going to let you go.
It comes up as stopping Britney. No, I'm not saying stopping. Because telling Britney to stop drinking. I mean, that's kind of...
Okay. Maybe telling Lance to stop drinking.
Yep. I never.
This is being recorded on Friday night.
Okay. But I'm glad we had this talk. All right. Over and out.
I am too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.